So, real quick, want to talk about this is our new SüperDüper air filter. Hello there. Specifically, this is a upgrade option for our B8 S34 intake. Uh, this is a 4-inch inlet filter with a high flowing filter media that also offers superior filtration. Uh, Thanks to just the sheer surface area of the filter media. This is on the website live currently. We're going to be sending an email out about it. Uh, the reason we made this is because everybody was asking for bigger air filters. And we were able to create this filter and continue to optimize shrouding. Okay, so the last thing we wanted to do is put a huge air filter in that's crammed into the air box and not leave enough airflow area around the filter to keep its high flow characteristics. I'll warn you, this flows about 5% better than the current filter that we offer.
It's a terrible warning.
Kit. It flows more. It's only 5% more. The reason for that is the filter that we supply flows about as much as a 4-inch tube. The additional flow area that we added with this bigger filter was enough to add about 5% to that. So we're in the margins of what these air filters flow. There's absolutely nothing wrong from a performance standpoint with the filter that we supply. So if you have our S34 intake, it has a smaller version of this air filter that will support just about any power goal you could have with a 3.0T supercharged motor. If you'd like something that flows a little bit more, that looks bigger, so it will fill up the area more, and something with more filter surface area, which means you won't have to clean it as often, then this is a great option. It's what, 80 some bucks?
Less.
I think it's like around there. $82. It includes a high quality stainless steel hose clamp. And available now in stock, ready to ship. The reason we haven't been putting huge air filters, like you see APR nowadays, they have an air filter on one of their intakes that's the size of a small refrigerator. It doesn't flow anymore than a perfectly optimized regular sized air filter. So this is the bigger version, but we're being upfront about it. It's not a huge increase in flow. It is better. We'd like you to buy them, but we're not going to, try to oversell it or lie or be disingenuous about it. We come at everything from an engineering point of view, and the smaller air filter that we supplied with our intake was properly engineered for as much or more power than any 3.0T is currently making. And this is the bigger filter version that you guys asked for. Okay? But it does look bigger and it does fill the space more. And you're probably not going to actually measure any difference in power, like on your average stage 2 3.0T. You can dyno them back to back. I doubt you see within the margin of error any improvement there. But anyways, SüperDüper. All right, and we're going to be fitting this in more intakes because from a marketing standpoint, people like the big filters. So
how often should those filters be swapped out?
Swapped?
Well,
they're serviceable and cleanable.
They're serviceable and cleanable. We have a kit on our website. It's a lot of it's going to depend on where you drive. If you're in a very dusty area, say if you're in New Mexico driving on, I doubt you'd be driving on dirt roads, but if you're driving on dusty back roads, like you'd see on Breaking Bad, if you're like heading out to your meth lab out,
not to characterize New Mexico as a meth lab.
No, it's just dry and dusty.
Yeah.
I think
environmental conditions will play a huge impact.
I think Utah would be similar. Here in the Bay Area in California, like around where we're at, there's really no dust. It's beautiful. It's nice.
When there's not fires and things all the time.
Yeah, the fires definitely. You should clean it after a big fire.
Years.
Once
But
a year.
I would do it once a year just to be safe. You can take a look at it. You can take it off, and you can see light easily through here. One thing you'll see is air will tend to flow in one part of the filter more than the other, and so you can kind of use that to evaluate how much dirt and grime. Again, I think in the winter, very low filter load on that, but definitely one. Let me put it this way: one trip down a dirt road and back could really dirty up your filter quite a bit. So.
Someone else also asked, will it make the supercharger louder?
It'll be basically the same. I mean, it's the flow difference is what
it's possible, but I don't think so. Yeah,
maybe, but
it could be 5% louder. Whatever.
Right. Looks cool when you have your hood open.
It does.
Well, that's the
no,
thing.
I mean, there's no question
That's
about
the reason is
things.
there is a performance measurement to it. Whether it's required at this power level, is up for debate.
For $82, you can open your hood and feel a little bit more confidence about what's under there. So, and again, if you are, I would say if you are in an area that is dusty or dirty, then this is a good option because you get more flow air, more filter area. And this is what you would see too, like in a tank that they have huge air filters, right? Because they're just driving through the desert. If they had a tiny little air filter, it would instantly get clogged, and then the thing would go